Shalom, it's the Prince Kadash. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash. This is going to be a little quick lesson, pretty much on order, and I'm actually here at work right now, so you're going to have to bear with me. I don't have my Bible to pull precepts, but I just quote them or I just say them just to make things easier. It's just a little quick lesson. I got more lessons coming up, edifying with actual precepts and everything like that. There's plenty on the channel, but lately pretty much I've been doing research on these things. You a young man, and we just have to admit that. You can't be too proud just to admit things, that there's still a lot for you to learn. And I'm a young man growing in the truth. So lately I have been doing research on different orders and stuff like that. Different organizations, where it comes from, and how it works. So online googling and studying, trying to learn what order is really about. You got to learn these things, because we come sometimes, just like for myself, you come from a place, from like the streets and stuff like that, where it's pretty much every man on his own. And a lot of times it makes you don't trust anybody. You don't want to deal with anybody or anything because of, safety reasons and stuff like that. There's a lot of wicked trading and bullshit that goes on in the streets. But, us coming into the truth, sometimes it may be hard to put off those ways and learn that there's an order. But one thing that I didn't realize is, like, with dealing with order and brothers is you got to examine the brothers that you're dealing with, that you setting up whatever order is. And one thing that I had to realize is, these brothers ain't got nothing against you. These brothers ain't got nothing where they're trying to down you or do anything bad towards you. When you come together with like-minded brothers, we all just trying to do the work of the Lord, right? That's what it all comes down to, is we all just trying to do the work of the Lord. It's just that simple. But the Bible speaks about it, precept, assemble yourselves together, right? But when you do assemble yourselves together, it has to be some type of structure, and that is called order. That's what the order is called. Now, depending on your spirit may be drawn to a certain order, or it may not be drawn to a certain order based on how they set up that order. That's man-made. Those are man-made things. That's man tradition, how they set up their order. But the Lord does say do everything decency in order. So there has to be an order there. That's not my argument. That's not what the lesson is. It's rather if somebody's order is wrong or right. But there do have to be an order, and this is the definition. It says the arrangement or disposition of people or things in relation to each other according to a particular sequence, pattern, or method, right? And that's what it pretty much comes down to, order in a sequence, pattern, or method. This is how we set it up. This is the order. This is the pattern that we're setting up. Now, you could disagree with certain people order. You say, look, these brothers order, the way they run and stuff, my soul ain't with that, and I believe that's why the Lord set up different camps. I believe there's the elect men in all different type of camps, right? And the Lord set it up that way because you have a difference. Some men, they spirit may be drawn to like a Sakari or, a HODC order, or however they got their order set up, or, even a IUIC order. Some man's spirit may be drawn for that, and that's where they need to be at, if the spirit joins them to do that. Some man's spirit is to just go out there and teach them on their own. So it all goes back to the Lord. That's why you got to fear the Lord and everything, because that's just what spirit the Lord put that brother on. And that's why I believe he set up those different camps, which have those different orders and stuff. It says authoritative command, direction, or instruction, right? But this is the thing I had to learn, right? Now, if you try to go to a certain camp, right, and you trying to get down with them, then you're going to have to be in subjection to their order. You can't go to their order and start demanding things or trying to switch their order. Their order is what it's pretty much what they set up. And I feel like brothers should do more videos on that, because sometimes a brother will try to join a camp and they won't know, what they're dealing with, and it should be edifying to put up videos on, look, this is how the order works. This is how we doing things, which which particular camp, I know I've been doing research and looking at the order and looking up what orders, and I know what they order is based off of. It's it's an old order that was going on, especially very big in New York between families. So let's just say that I'll leave that there. I believe I figured that out of how that order ran, and then when I figured that out, I was like, damn, I wish I would have just been told that, okay, we running it like this, or like these people did. We running it similar to that, just with like a twist to it, which is like a scripture and a truth twist to it. Then I would have knew, you know what I mean? And pretty much but this is a good thing. I want to say that this is a good thing because it allows brothers to come together and get the job done, and it allows brothers to come together and be sufficient in getting the job done. So that's why the order is important. So this is just like a little, a little video, a little lesson on some of the things I've been studying, as far as order goes. This is a great thing. Brothers should study order and stuff like that, especially if you want to deal with brotherhood. And if you want to go out there on your own, then you go out there on your own. You the king of your camp, you the top guy of your camp. You do your thing, you build it to whatever you want to build it, right? I mean, just like example, I don't like speaking on those brothers because I don't really know them and it ain't really my place. But just like Sakari, they was going to a camp, they didn't, whatever reason they left, they ain't feel it, and they went out and they built something on their own, just probably just as big, you know what I mean? And they doing their thing. So you have the right to do that in the truth, and nobody isn't saying that you don't have the right to do that. But if you do want to come up amongst a congregation, right, and get down with them, then you just simply have to follow their order, learn what order is about. And order isn't a bad thing, man. In the past, I looked at it as a bad thing because when you put your feelings in it, then you look at it as a bad thing. You just got to look at it as a position, man. Because ain't nobody, you could do what you want to do still. You could put up as many videos as you want to put up. Well, some camps got limits of, you can't put under this, right? You could put up videos, you could teach the truth. You could go out on the highways and byways and put up camp videos and everything. So you still pretty much got the freedom to do whatever you want to do. The order is just set up for when brothers come amongst each other. You have to have a certain order so things can run in order and decency, so things can run sufficient. And that's what I'm starting to learn. Those are the things I'm starting to say. So I call it what it is, you know what I mean? Now, there's things that brothers may not like about that order. But see, this is the thing about the order is you're supposed to take your feelings out of it. So if you might, just like I'll say this, right? Just like the mafia, right? If you made the pledge and you became a made man, before you became a made man, you had to do everything. You had to follow all the orders that was given to you, right? No matter what they was, right? You had to get down and follow. If they wanted you to go do a hit, you had to go do a hit, man. No matter how you felt about the person you was doing the hit on, or regardless. And that's how you moved up in the ranks. And then when you became a made man and you made that you took that vow and everything, and you made that promise, then it was for life. Then you understood that it was for life, and you understood that order. You had to go with that order. And that's just how it works if you wanted to be a part of their organization. A lot of men just wanted to stay as associates. They never wanted to become made men because of that. Because of that yoke when you become a made man that gets put on you, and you just have to understand what you want. So a lot of times, just like myself, to get at the truth, you don't know what you want. You don't really know what you want. You just in the truth, what the bam. You watch a certain particular group you may want to be a part of. You don't know what you want. So any young brother that's watching my videos or whatever, this is what I would say, or any brother period that's watching my videos, to say, really sit down with yourself and ask yourself if that's what you want before you try to join a camp, or you got love for a camp or whatever, and you want to congregate with them. You got to ask yourself, is that really what you want? Do your research to see on how they're running things, not on just the scriptures, because that's where I got lost at. Sometimes just the scriptures, I like this doctrine resonate with my soul, they got the truth. No, you got to look farther than that. You got to look at how their operations is. You got to look in on a camp, and then you have to ask yourself, does that resonate with your soul, with your spirit? Is that what you really want to be a part of? You have to get down to the bottom of those things, right? Because that's what it's going to be about. It's not going to be about how many scriptures how much the spirit is on you to do videos. If they're looking at you as bringing you in, they're going to look at you if you could get down with this order pretty much. It's the same thing with the mafia used to do, you know. So I mean, that's just a little quick lesson, you know. But not saying order is a good thing, you know. But you just got to find the right order for you, the right pattern for you. Just like basketball teams, right? Kobe Bryant was great in a triangle. That was an order, a triangle offense. That was the order. He was great in that, you know. But another person like LeBron, he may not be so great in a triangle offense. He may be greater in a different offense. You know what I mean? Running the court, he may be different. He may be greater in a different order. That's all it is. There's a lot of different styles and different ways to do that order, and you just got to find out which way that you're great in, that resonate with your spirit. The Lord put the spirit on you to be a part of a certain order that runs this way. This is where you flourish at. You know, because at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to be a part of the elect, and just is to push the word and do the work, you know, with the portion that the Lord gave you, that he put the spirit on you to do. And stop taking things so personal. If a guy is talking shit about you, you ain't never even met him, you didn't even know he existed before seeing the video, don't take that shit personal, man. Laugh at that shit and just, man, you know what I mean? It's internet shit. It's like female shit, internet shit. You know what I mean? And just keep pushing, doing the work. I'll never speak about a man if I don't know him personally or met him personally. I'm not finna be speaking crazy. Now, if you do a little video on the doctrine that he's pushing, that's one thing. But personal shit, name calling, that's another thing. Me, I ain't gonna do it. I believe that that's female shit right there. You know, calling another man bitch over the internet, that's female shit. That's what females do. They be on the internet all day calling each other bitches. That's female shit. I'll never do that. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, you just got to find what resonates with you, you know? And that's what I'm starting to see, you know? So it's bigger than doctrine. That's what I'm starting to see, you know? But just a little quick video with that. I'm going to say salvation to you, like Shalom.